Aside from the controversies in the Banner case, there was another study conducted in India in 2003 that bafflingly seems to confirm the phenomenon of pranic feeding. It was conducted on a yogi who claims he has neither eaten nor drunk for decades. But what is behind these incredible accounts on the internet? Of course, I'm eager to meet this mysterious yogi, and I get the rare opportunity to film him in his native village. Yogi Prahlad Jani normally lives in a cave in the mountains, but once a year he visits his family to celebrate the holy Navratri festival. Here the yogi is worshipped as a holy man who had a vision at the age of 7 and allegedly hasn't had a bite of food or drop of water since.
At midnight of the 8th day of Navratri, 3 goddesses appeared to me and bade me to follow, Ma Kali, Ma Lakshmi and Ma Saraswati. I consented, prepared myself and asked, "What about my food?" They each placed a finger on my lips and said, "You need not be concerned about food ever again." I was 7, and from that day on, I stopped eating and drinking.
60 years without water or food or energy? I simply don't believe it. That's impossible.
I've gotten out of the habit of saying it's impossible. Instead, I just say I can't imagine it. In India, there's an entire tradition of the renunciation of food.
One common denominator I've noticed in all these stories is that these claims are always made by individual persons, and there is no objective proof whatsoever.
If we have similar accounts in so many different traditions, why do we think they are all fabrications? That's completely unrealistic.
Okay, but then it would be interesting to let 4 or 5, maybe 6 trustworthy people observe him.
I'm Dr. Sudhir Shah. I am Director of Neurosciences at Sterling Hospital, a city-based corporate hospital of a very high stature. One doctor telephoned me that he is aware of some person, that is Prahlad Jani, who is not eating, not drinking anything for nearly 64 years. I was very skeptic to what all he said, and I laughed it out. I said, I think it's unbelievable. Doctor, what are you talking? Have you got any evidence for that? You know, Dr. I'm just telling that these people have brought him to me, and I know this Mataji for some time, and if you would like to study, I can ask him to see you. One day he came to my office and said that, okay, I'll allow you to investigate, but nothing invasive should be done in my body. I said, you will have to be in the hospital under continuous video monitoring. And if you are true, I will put your good remarks to the world. If you are wrong, I will have to literally undress you. In the sense, this is cheating. If you are prepared, then come.
So Dr. Sudhir Shah approached me regarding this Mataji. And for the medical science, this is not possible.
I was so hopeless to begin with that I thought that it would not continue for more than 24 hours. The project of Prahlad Jani or Mataji to prove that he is not taking anything. is not taking food, not taking water, nor passing urine and not passing stool. This had to be proved only physically. You have to keep a watch on him and it could be proved.
So it was constantly observation under my supervision. All the security personnel was from the hospital side, and it was a camera observation.
I started my mind that he is cheating and this is not going to continue. So from day one only, I took all possible measures to see that he is not left alone for a moment. We went on changing the security, we went on changing the cameramen so that they cannot make any problem. We went on putting 2 cassettes simultaneously so that even while changing the cassettes, he may not pass urine. At the end of the project, our conclusion was Mr. Prahlad Jani did not take anything orally, neither fluid, nor water, nor food during these 10 days of our project. Number 2, Mr. Prahlad Jani did not pass urine or stool during these 10 days, although we could see formation of urine in his bladder, which was reabsorbed from the bladder.
I was doing his sonography twice a day for 7 days, morning, evening. And there was ups and downs. One time it is a 400 ml, then 200 ml, 300 ml urine. But at the end of the study, gradually there was no urine in his urinary bladder. He was claiming that he is absorbing the urine in his body, which was difficult to explain as far as the science is concerned.
We did have a protocol which included complete blood count, ESR, renal function test, endocrinal test, liver function test, and all X-rays, including whole body CT scan.
The surprising part was all his organs were normal, morphologically. His chest was clear, kidneys, liver, spleen, everything was normal. Everything was normal and there was no even changes because of the age.
I mean, all possible things that could be done non-invisively in this hi-fi corporate hospital with the help of so much involved consultants who are all, most of us are trained abroad also. And we were just scratching our head as to this, the greatest surprise that we saw in our lifetime so far.
I find it fascinating and absolutely incomprehensible. It's completely beyond my imagination. I'm seeing this for the first time. And if you had just told me, I would have said, I don't believe it. For 10 days he didn't urinate, pass stool, or have anything to drink or eat. And they conducted rigorous laboratory tests on him. One would expect extremely high levels of uremic waste products. This is an absolute bombshell.